Hello. I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm doing great today, honestly. I feel better than I felt in probably a week. This past week, today I feel the best. And it's for good reason. I've been putting in the work to deal with the problems that have been causing me the most stress, right? That's I mean, that seems simple, but it does take hard work, so it's not, even if it might be a simple concept, it's not always simple in like actually getting through with it, right? Um so today I want to talk to you guys about systems, system management, values, few different things, and we'll see how I structure these ideas, right? But starting with systems, I feel like humans will have their focus on adjusting one system in their life. So, okay, I first let me describe what I mean by system, right? So, like a procedure that you do in order to ensure success in a certain activity or task, right? So, say, in order to not lose your wallet, your system is to just put it in the same place every time when you get home. Um, in order to make sure you get a good grade in your class. Your system might be to stay after class and finish your homework, and then your homework's just done for the day. You don't have to worry about it later and maybe forget and maybe put it off, maybe leave it or procrastinate it to the point where you don't have enough time to do a good job. So even if you get it done, it's like a B or a C, right, instead of an A. So those are kind of examples of what I mean by a system. And I think that humans will always be focused on their least effective system, right? So for me, this past week, a lot of my attention has been on um, fixing my transportation issues because I don't have my own car. I'm trying to get my own car, but right now I use my girlfriend's car to get everywhere from practice to class. Those are my two important things right now. But also, I just got a job, and starting next week will be my first week of that job. So that's adding even more pressure onto me because I'm looking into the future and seeing, like, okay, this could be a even bigger problem than it's been, right? Um, so that's my transportation system is a system that I've been putting all my not all my focus into, right? But I'd say a good percentage of my focus, probably more of my focus into that than a lot of my other problems. And because of this, it's a stress related focus, right? So sometimes you could either be motivated by like stress or genuine like love for what you're doing, right? I'm not trying to figure out how to buy a car because it's so fun to buy a car, right? Like it's obviously stress that's pushing me to do that because I'm worried about what life could be like if I continue to not have a car. Um, but say so that stress is on my mind. That stress is on my mind, and that pulls my focus towards that subject and topic, even when I'm doing things like I'm in wrestling practice, and sometimes the coach will be talking and showing a move, and I'll be thinking about um, I'll come up with an idea like, oh, I don't know. I'll just start thinking about the problem, right? Trying to find solutions in my head when I should be thinking about the task at hand, like what the coach is saying, what the teacher's saying, my homework, what I don't know, whatever, right? Whatever I'm doing, it pulls my focus away from that. I'm not present, and I'm concentrated on that problem. Um, I find that, so like I said, I think humans will always have their focus on their least effective and efficient system. My least effective and efficient system that's causing me the most stress is my transportation system. So, but I think once I get that out of the way, there will be a new least effective and least efficient system, and my attention span or yeah, my attention will automatically be drawn to that thing, and I will automatically just start figuring that out and solving that problem. So I'll have less stress because my systems will be more effective and more efficient. Um, right? But I will still have my focus on that next thing. I will have I'll still be working towards that goal, but the less effective and efficient your systems are, the more your focus will be on that in a stressful way rather than on uh I guess because you're trying to figure it out and you're kind of enjoying figuring it out type thing, you know? Uh or like I said earlier, you're motivated by love of what you're doing and all that, right? It's just a more enjoyable process when you're less stressed and when you have more effective and efficient systems in your life. So let's say, so after I get my car problem fixed, I'll go from worrying about how I'm gonna get from one place to the next, worrying about how I'm gonna get a car, what kind of car I'm gonna get, how I'm gonna make the money for that car, whatever it is related to the car problem. Then I'll alleviate that stress and allow my focus to go, or I will allow for my attention to be put on something else. And it will likely be something along the lines of, okay, now that I have a car, I can better manage my time and I'm not on my girlfriend's schedule or partially on my girlfriend's schedule because I'm using her car, right? And I have to work around, okay, when can I use it? When are you going to be using it, right? So I'll have to work on my time management, work on, okay, so now I'm able to stay late from practice, right? So I can get ice baths, I can do some extra technique, drill that. And now I have to decide, make a good system for those, as in like, which days am I going to do that and which days will be most effective or how many days a week will be most effective and for what reason, things along that line. And that I feel like is a much more like, at least for me, it's a more entertaining problem to solve, figuring out how to like find optimal health through like ice baths and like that interests me. I like things that are related to health. I don't like things that are related to finances and buying a car. That's not a fun problem for me to solve. But when I solve that problem, I will get to look forward to solving a problem that's related around my interests, like health and I guess that's it. I was gonna say health and ice baths, but that's a weird. That's weird. That's not what I want to say. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like you're always gonna have some problem to fix, and that problem is it's usually a problem related around your systems for getting things done effectively and efficiently. If you can't get the things done in your life that are effectively and efficiently through a system, you're going to be having to put your focus on doing that thing and put more attention on doing that thing successfully. And you're kind of freeballing it. You're winging it each time. And if you're winging something without a plan, you're obviously going to have more focus on it because you're figuring out things as you go and you're not going to be able to, I guess, do it more naturally and as if, okay, I've done this a million times before. So it doesn't need so much attention. It doesn't need, like, I can do that quickly and then get to the next thing. And these more complicated things that actually I feel like are more important as well and deserve my attention and will bring me more benefit in my life. I don't want to be focusing on figuring out how to get my homework done on time, right? Like that's dumb. That's not something I want to be so worried about and so inefficient at. I just want to be able to get it out of the way and then not have that on my mind, and then I can focus on the next thing. If you get all the boring things out of the way, then you could put your focus on the things that you're interested in, and those things that you're interested in will still have big benefits. Like I said, for me, the next thing that opens or that I'm probably going to focus on once I get a new car is fixing up my time management so I can do things like get an extra ice bath in or whatever it is, like, right, like get some yoga or something. Like, those are the things I like to do. Those are the things that I feel are fun ways to relieve stress, and rather than relieving stress through dealing with financial problems. Because obviously, dealing with a financial problem, you get the financial problem out of the way. That is also a way to relieve stress. But an ice bath, it's a satisfying way to relieve stress. Definitely a less stressful way to relieve stress. It's I don't know. It's just better. It's just better. It's just better. That's how I think about it. Maybe it's subjective, but maybe you don't want to take an ice bath because that's just cold and uncomfortable. But you know, whatever floats your boat. So I think if you're gonna get one thing out of this video, I'd say, what would it be? What would it be? Just focus on just put work into fixing your least effective system that wastes you the most time, that you have to put the most unnecessary attention on, and stresses you out the most. Find that thing for you. Find that system for you. Find whatever problem is most prevalent in your specific life, your unique life, right? For you, figure that out and take care of it. Put time in each day to to fix that problem, and then once that's fixed, fix the next or the next least efficient and effective system. From one to the next to the next to the next, and each time you fix one, the next one will be a little bit more in your interest, and you'll be a little less stressed. You'll be able to enjoy fixing that more, and it just gets better and better and better. I promise, dude. It feels good to get this shit out of the way. So go get it. Go do your homework, man.